Alright guys, how are we doing? I hope you guys had a great weekend. Listen, as you are fully aware, I was late yesterday, didn't put out the upcoming sneakers episode because I wanted to get that Chicago Dunk review out on that Sunday. And yeah, so we're here and we're doing it on a Monday. But if it's your first time and you've never seen an upcoming sneakers episode, well, essentially what we're doing here today, we're going over some upcoming sneakers, shocker. We're going over some sneaker news, some sneaker leaks, and some very tangible releases that are upcoming in the next few days. And we do have a few of them, but of course, like always, we got to recap some of the carnage that went down last week. So the first one we're going to talk about is this Pata Air Max 1, the Monarch Waves, or the Waves Monarch, whatever we're calling them. It's a very, very clean pair of Air Maxes. So listen, this is kind of like a two-part thing where they already had a release through Pata's website on Friday, which I believe was the 8th. Either way, they are going to have another global release, which you can find on Nike sneakers, all of your favorite retailers, and everything like that. So my question is, did you guys manage to get a pair on Pata's website? I actually did. Very, very surprisingly. I was actually just waiting on my phone. I really didn't expect to get a pair, but eventually I managed to check out. It was quite a long process, but it seems like it was relatively easy. I don't know. Tell me your experience if you actually tried for these Air Max 1s and if you managed to get a pair. Either way, if you didn't, of course, like I said, the 15th, which I believe is this Friday, you want to be looking out for Nike sneakers, and again, all of the retailers, they'll have plenty of different raffles up and available. Either way, another one that went down, it was actually Saturday, I believe the 9th, and this was the Sacai, Nike, and Clot LD Waffle in the Kiss of Death 2 colorway. Is the hype kind of slowing down for these LD Waffles, or is it just the Clot collaborations? Because this one definitely didn't seem to have as much demand as, I guess, the Fragment ones. Either way, listen, I've told you guys how much I like this colorway. I think it's very, very clean. The grays and the very light blues, the resale isn't too bad, and hopefully you managed to get a pair for retail if you wanted it. Again, I gotta say, I managed to actually get a pair on the Nike sneakers app. So again, this one is in the mail, and if you want to see a review on that, let me know down in the comments. And before we get into the upcoming sneakers, guys, I actually have a current pair of sneakers that released this morning. I managed to get exclusive access on the Nike app, which is bizarre, and I've never seen that before. Normally it's the Nike sneakers app. So as you can see, it's a regular Nike box. So yes, Nike gave me exclusive access to buy this pair of Nike Dunks, which we're calling the McDonald's Dunks, you know, because of the very mustard yellow and the deep red that's on the upper. I'm just not a huge fan of this colorway. There's so much. Listen, I just got the Chicagos, I got the UNCs. I'm good for right now. Along with this release this morning, there was also another pair which is extremely interesting. So take a look at this pair right here. Does it look familiar? I think so. So this is the Panda Dunk, but they are calling it the Next Nature Dunk Low. Apparently it's made with some percentage of sustainable materials. So I'm looking at these pictures and I really cannot tell any difference. Maybe there's something different with the materials or something like that. But if you guys look at these pictures, do you not agree? These are literally just the Pandas. They released this morning on the 11th of October. If you guys are out in the US, they should be coming sometime this year here in 2021. As you know, when it comes to dunks, there seems to be this really weird separation between the UK and the US. Skipping all of the GR dunks and all of the basic McDonald's dunks, listen, we've got a huge dunk release coming up. Listen, guys, this is one you do not want to miss. So remember back in 2019, those strawberry cough dunk highs. It seems like there was a lot of early pairs or samples floating around and people actually had pairs in hand. However, Nike just pulled them from the manufacturing and they never actually got a proper release. So now they're getting a proper release here in 2021 on October the 22nd. That is right. It is just around the corner. This pair right here, the I think ostrich leather or some kind of manipulated leather to make it look like a strawberry with all the little dimples in it. I guess a lot of people are going to be after this because these right now are going for something ridiculous, like up into the thousands on the secondary market. Okay, so we're gonna go through this one real quick. It's kind of a little recap in the middle of this. So the Yeezy 500 Mist Stone High. Did you go for them? Did you manage to get a pair? I believe they're still in stock if you happen to want to grab a pair of these. Like I said, this is one of my favorite colorways. In fact, it might just be my favorite colorway of the 500 High. Super clean. And let's keep it moving to something insane. And that something is a brand new Yeezy model. Listen, Yeezy here in 2021 has, especially towards the end of the year, has been going crazy. And we now just have a look at a pair of sneakers that when I first saw it, I didn't think that these were actually real. I thought that this was like a 2015 sample of a sneaker. Take a look at this right here. This is an actual sneaker that is going to be releasing this December. This is called the Yeezy Basketball Knit. And as you can see, it possesses that Yeezy Quantum kind of midsole, outsole, and back kind of tab thing, heel counter. However, the upper is completely reworked to this kind of sock-like design with a very, very rough knit on the top. Listen, again, like I said, these things look crazy. They look super different. I really don't know how to feel about them, and also don't know how the market is going to feel about these either. Like, just judging off how the Quantums did in terms of their popularity, and now seeing something which seems even more niche towards basketball. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens when these do finally release. December, like I said, no specific date, but just anytime in December. Now listen guys, the Yeezy 350, okay, we've had so many different versions, we've had so much going on with that model in terms of minor little changes, removed pull tab, different lacing systems, different knitting systems, but this right here, this next story, potentially could be the Yeezy 350 V3 finally. So take a look at this right here, okay? Before you jump to conclusions, okay, this is still a very clearly Yeezy 350 design. However, it has changed probably the most significantly since the V1 to the V2. Now, this article right here is calling this the Yeezy 350 V2 Compact, or CMPCT, slate blue, and they are saying it's coming in 2022. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that naming scheme is correct, if this is actually a V2 or whether it's a V3, which I guess we've been expecting for a long time. We've been expecting the V3, we've heard rumors about the V3, and this very well may just be the V3. Either way, whether it's a V2 or a V3, it's definitely the most significant change to this Yeezy silhouette. And like I said, it should be coming next year, and it kind of looks a lot more closer to that basketball sneaker like I showed you in the last one. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks a little bit odd, specifically in these really random images. All right, so we've got some Jordan news. We've got the Jordan 2 Off-White collaboration, and this is the black and blue colorway. We've now got official images, and we also have a release date. So we've seen a lot and we've heard a lot about the white and red one, and I believe these were supposed to release in September, and now they are coming next month in November. The release date is November the 12th for anybody who is after this specific colorway, I believe, which is going to be the release date. I don't know whether they're going to release them together, but for right now, again, official images, and we got November the 12th release date. Listen guys, it is October and we are coming up to Halloween time. So if you're someone who likes to get out there, you know, maybe dress up or at least have something that matches the theme of the Halloween holiday season, well, I got a couple sneakers for you. So the first one is this Air Force One Experimental, which Nike just doesn't seem to want to let go of this model. I don't believe it was very popular at all when it first came out. I did a review on the original colorway, and now they're trying to swing back another Halloween themed pair. So this one right here, look, I like the color blocking, it's simple, I like the fact that it glows in the dark, but the whole eyeball theme going on here with the like drawn cartoon style eyeballs, I don't really understand. That plastic material glows as well as the midsole, so it really illuminates or shows off the eyeballs that you get on this sneaker. I really can't imagine this shoe being very popular, so I don't know. You've also got a spider in there, which I guess is very Halloween, but either way, it's an Air Force One Experimental. I can't be mad at the release of these. Either way, if this doesn't do it for you, listen, I got another one. Calm down, guys. I got another one for you, and it is a Dunk Low, and this one is, I would say, much better. It still has that creepy eyeball theme going on, which is a bit bizarre. A glow in the dark, and the shoe pretty much stays the same except for the outsole, or yeah, the outsole that glows in the dark as well. The color blocking is nice though, and what I really like about this sneaker is that you could pretty much wear this year round and still look pretty good. Unlike that experimental Air Force One where you have those eyeballs just popping up all the time, they actually glow rather than the sneaker itself. So this is a nice colorway. I actually do quite like it. I don't think it's quite as good as the Mummy ones, which we are expecting sometime around October, but it's still a pretty clean sneaker. Sail and black and orange for the Nike swoosh and the tongue area area. It's a GR dunk. It's nothing insane, but it's cool. All right, I wanted to add this one in here because, listen, I just think it looks cool. I know it's not that hyped, but I just think this looks pretty sick. Take a look at this blazer low. It's called the Jumbo, and I guess that's for the Nike swoosh and just the general design of it. Whenever these do drop, I'm definitely going to be after a pair. I think these look really sick. I like the look of that giant Nike swoosh, which pretty much just wraps around the entire sneaker. They don't have a specific release date. I would definitely imagine pretty soon. These are official images. Again, I kind of liked it, so I wanted to throw it in the mix. Yeah, let me know what you think. So we've taken a look at a bunch of different Jordan 1s, which are expected to be releasing in 2022. However, we've got a new one to the list, which I think is pretty cool. So take a look at this rendered image, which definitely could differ a lot from the actual product that we receive next year. But this is the Vault Jordan 1, apparently going to be coming around summertime in 2022. As you can see, it's got the classic Jordan 1 color blocking, which I know a lot of people will really like. And it's a very bright lime or Vault green. As of this rendered image, I think it looks pretty decent. Back to some Yeezy news. We've got more slides on the way. So if you thought that Yeezy was going to take a break from their summer slide releases, well, they're not. They're carrying right through the fall season and apparently going to be releasing this MX Slide sometime here in 2021. I'm really not mad at this. I actually quite like the mixture effect that they've been doing on the foam runners, the Yeezy 350s, and now these slides. I'm not too sure if they'll do it with the entire Yeezy model range, but I think this looks pretty decent. We've got a really close-up musty image over here thanks to Yeezy Influence on Instagram, and it looks very, very mixture affected, if that makes sense. It just looks like there's a lot of swirling going on, all right? It looks like there's like a blank section on top where the swirls just cut off. I don't know whether that's exclusive to this pair or whether they'll all kind of look like that. There's also a brand new Yeezy 700 V3, which is insane. This is something, I don't know, Yeezy just keeps on getting crazier and crazier as the days go by and we see new information on some of their newer sneakers. They're bizarre. So take a look at this one here. This is the 700 V3 and they're calling this the Copper Fade. Now, again, yeah, it's got that copper fade for sure, but take a look at what I found the most interesting. This is the first time the Yeezy 700 V3 has ever had a color change on that inner portion where the tongue is. I don't know what you would call that inner sock section. It's the first time it's ever a brown color. Every single colorway has always had a black portion on the inside, so this is definitely different. The release date on these is apparently December 2021, so right around the corner. Yeezy, I can imagine, has a lot in store for the end of the year. Like last year in December time, they were releasing a couple pairs every single week and it was insane. So I imagine they're going to do the same thing this year, introducing a couple new models potentially. We're just going to have to wait and see, but this is a December time release this year. So if you wanted, maybe a Christmas present or something like that, these might be on your list. All right, last one from me here today, guys. Listen, this one is pretty insane. So, the Shoesurgeon, the guy who does a lot of sole swaps, he does a lot of custom stuff with popular sneakers. He makes a lot of sneakers for celebrities, and obviously he gets a lot of coverage from that and different things where we see some of his creations. Well, his latest creation is on none other than the Travis Scott Fragment low, and he's done a few sole swaps with them. We've got a couple different sole swaps from Balenciaga, Bottega Veneta, I think that's how you call it, Converse. Take a look at what these actually look like. So I've got a picture here. This is what this sole swap looks like in hand. I don't like it. It just looks so odd. Like maybe the Converse one looked pretty cool because it's a little bit more similar to the Jordan 1 actual, outsole, but this looks a bit much and it really doesn't look like it goes with the sneaker itself. I don't know what that shoe originally is called, the one with the melted midsole. Like, what's the actual shoe called? Let me know down in the comment section. But there is also a Converse one, which, like I said, actually looks pretty decent. Now, he is selling these for $2,500, which is pretty insane. I'm not too sure what the resale on the regular Travis Scott Fragment is, but definitely know it's not that much. Either way, I thought it was super interesting. Definitely wanted to show you guys and also hear your thoughts down in the comment section. But like I said, that was the last story. Real quick before you head out, I want to let you know that this week for sneaker reviews and some of the crazy stuff I got coming in, I just want to say you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe. And with that being said, thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then,